folks, just adding this in because I thought that the gifts from Rhonda came before the I'm not having any more sweet gifts video, but they were after. So I think what I'm gonna do is put I'm not getting any more gifts videos up first, these ones, and then put what she got later on in the next one. I hope this doesn't confuse people. I'll try and make it clear in the title. Anyway, just thought I'd bob in and say that. Okay. Hi folks, welcome to or welcome back to Exposed, and if I'm welcoming you back and you like it here, I hope you'll stay and subscribe. Again, I'm really sorry about the traffic noise. There's nothing I can do about it unless close the window and cook, and I'm going to keep it open for as long as I can at the moment. Following on from the 2 boxes of stuff that Lisa got from Rhonda, I think she must have had some kickback in the comments, and this was a video that she made then called "No More Swaps and Gifts, I Am Not Perfect." And then there's another one after this one where she's still going on about it, and then she says she's never going to accept anything again, and as far as I know it didn't stop her. But anywho, shall we jump in?
Hey everyone, it's Lisa, and I am going to do a different type of video, one that I've probably never done before and I never thought I would have to,
Bridget wants to get down, Lisa. Put her down.
I want to address just a few issues that I've had going on lately, different comments that I've gotten from different viewers and different comments that other people have told me about and stuff like that. And a lot of it concerns swaps and sweet gifts that I get. And first of all, I kind of want to go into how I feel about giving. And I knew when I did my collection video that I was going to get, several comments about I had too much makeup, that it was going to go bad, all the same comments that everybody gets, and that's fine. But I got a lot of comments on, why don't I give to this person, or why don't I give to that person, or I need to give, all these people telling me, about giving. And to me, when you give from your heart, and you don't give for brownie points, you don't give for a pat on the back, and you don't give just to be able to tell other people who you gave it to. And I know that you guys don't really know me. You only know me from this, this little bit of videos on here. But
Put the dog down. Stop using her as your comfort pillow. She doesn't want to be there.
I give a lot of different ways, and I'm not going to sit here and try to validate every way I give, but John and I and my family are very, very fortunate, and John and I both are very, soft-hearted people, and we want the best for everybody, especially and foremost people that are working hard and trying to make a good life for themselves. And so that's usually who I choose to give to. Some of my favorite things to do is for children in my, kids' classes and stuff like that. And I'm not going to go into it, but I just, wanted to touch on that because just because I'm not telling you every single thing that I give, or where I send my used makeup, or who I sent what to, doesn't mean that I'm not giving. And I just think that, it would be rude for me to...
And again, I'm really sorry about that clicky noise. It's not me, it's her.
To tell you who to give to, or, what you should do with your stuff. And so I would just, appreciate some of the same respect. And so going from there...
Thing is though, Lisa, you knew before you did your makeup collection video what happens when you do a makeup collection video. You see it on everybody else's makeup collection video. What a waste of money. That's going to go bad. Why do you need all that stuff? You should give it away. You knew that was going to come. That's why I haven't done mine. Because I don't know if I can be bothered trawling through all of them to get to comments that I want to read. But you can't then sit there and whinge and whine about it when you knew that's what was going to happen. I mean, I could do one and turn the comments off, but then that stops people that really enjoy watching makeup collection videos from saying anything. And I think there's more people that actually enjoy it than those that don't. Mind you, I think the list is going down now because of the way the world is and nobody's got any money anymore, and it does look like a lot of waste. But then you have to sit and explain to people, well, you know, I'm 56 years of age, I've been collecting makeup for a long time, yeah, I'm going to have a lot of stuff. Yes, I fed my children. Do you know what I mean? It's like, people are going to hate on you having that collection. People hate on people having any sort of a collection. They don't see the point in it. And they're those people that don't collect anything, maybe. Or do they? See, that's what I always say. Everybody has their thing. So someone who has a closet full of shoes might slag Lisa off for having too much makeup, but they've got 10,000 pairs of shoes and they don't think that's stupid. Oh, I'll shut up now because I'm going off on one.
Swaps. Now, I can remember the first swap I did, and it was with Lou, Makeup Lover, and I was so excited, and it was so neat to get stuff from the UK, and you know, and I guess, you know, I just love it, and I got carried away because, like I said before, you get to, you know, interact with someone, you get to shop for them, you get to get a gift. I mean, all the fun things that, you know, all of us like to do. But I'm gonna put
yes,
so
finally.
Anyway, I very much realize that my swaps and gifts really make some people so mad. But, you know, I kept thinking, if they don't like it, then they just won't watch. You know, I put up in the thing, swaps, gifts. I mean, I figured they just won't watch if they don't like to see it. But yet, I find it baffling that people who hate me and hate my videos continue to watch my videos. They just hang on every word I say. They read every one of my comments. You know, they just can't wait to just, you know, tear me apart after every video. And that's fine. I can take the criticism on my looks. You can tell me I have fried hair, I look like a witch. It doesn't matter. I can pick myself apart quicker probably than you can. But one thing, I don't know if it has come with age or I had really good parents, is I've never thought that I was better than anybody else. I've never thought that I was the prettiest. I've never thought that I was the richest or anything. And I'm very content with my life. I am living the life that I have dreamed of. And it may not be the life that you have dreamed of. You may want to be an attorney. You may want to be a makeup artist. You may want to do something like that. But from the moment I can remember, my memories have been of being a wife and a mother and being good at it like my mom was. And that may sound silly to you, and that's your opinion. But this is what I want to do, and I'm not trying to be ugly, but I don't have to work. And I haven't worked since I got married before I had kids, and so I'm certainly not going to go work now. I enjoy the fact that I get my kids off the bus. I pick up Will. I take them to school. If they're sick, they don't go to school. If any little thing happens, I can keep them home. My kids don't have to stay at school like a lot of kids do until 6 o'clock, just in time for somebody to take them home, feed them, and put them back to bed. That is why I'm a stay-at-home mom, and I'm very proud of it. And I feel like to criticize me for that is just, I don't know, I feel like it must be some immature people doing that.
It's probably the way you spoke at them, maybe. I don't gotta work. I pick my kids up. They don't have to sit there till 6 o'clock waiting for someone else to just feed them and put them back to bed. Do you know how hateful that sounds to somebody who has to go out and work to put food on the table before they go back to bed? It's like it's always how things affect you, but you never think how your words affect others, ever.
So anyway, I'll get off of that subject and I'll go back to the swaps. I'll just cut to the chase. From now on, I'm not doing any swaps and I'm not going to accept any gifts at all from anybody. And I know you think I have my clique of people. Well, of course, I have friends. I have friends on here that I send stuff back and forth. I get many things that you never see. And that's never going to stop, you know. But it has come to my attention lately that people have been messaging me and kind of setting me up. It's like if I'll get messages saying, please let me send you something. I want to send you a gift. And I'll say, no, please don't send me a gift. I just appreciate your support. And they'll write back to me, well, I guess I'm not good enough to send you a gift. I guess everybody else can send you a gift, but I can't send you a gift. And then I'm like, I can't win. I can't, and then somebody will say, let me send you a gift. I'd like to send you so-and-so. So if I say, okay, thank you. Then when they write me back, they tell me what they want from me. And to me, that's not a gift. I mean, if you're going to send me a gift, then I feel like I have been kind of pressured into a swap, which I like doing swaps, but sometimes I have so many going on that I would like to be able to choose, who I swap with. And to me, if you are giving from your heart and you are giving because you want me to have something, you're not going to immediately ask for something. And it's not that I don't want to give something back. It's just I didn't ask for it in the first place, and I'm getting ridiculed for that, and I just don't understand how. I guess because I kind of got known for doing swaps, just because I love doing them, it's like now people are criticizing me and saying I am just this terrible person because I won't do a swap with them, and I just think that should be my decision, and really I should not be trashed for not doing a swap.
Maybe you should have set the rules out when you started accepting stuff from all and sundry and giving out your home address and getting all giddy because people were sending you things. Maybe.
I mean, that just is beyond me. And I mean, different things. I mean, I can take the criticism, the whole Tom Ford lipstick, stuff like that is just ridiculous. I'm not here to brag. I thought when I joined this, it's because I thought this was going to be a fun-loving, happy, all of us being friends, community. Anyway, sorry, Gina called. But I just want to say from now on, I'm sorry. It's kind of like the teacher says, just a couple people have ruined it for all of us. From now on, I'm not swapping with anyone, and I'm not accepting any gifts. And you guys just don't know. I mean, I really appreciate you. I appreciate those sweet comments that you give me, and I don't need a gift. And some of the gifts I have gotten have been so wonderful. I mean, I just loved every single thing, and I appreciate it so much, and I don't know what to do besides tell you that I appreciate it. And it just puts me in a really bad position to where if I get something, everybody else is mad at me for some reason. So from now on, I'm just not going to do any gifts or any swaps, and maybe that will make a lot of people happy. And I'm not going to sit here and say that people talking bad about me, and it's just the things that people have told me that have been said, and different comments. I'm not going to say it doesn't hurt my feelings, because it does. It really hurts my feelings.
Is that Bridget crying in the background? Would you go and see to your dog? You have the power of pause. That's a saying in our house. Like if my daughter walks in and I'm recording and she's like, oh, it's like, no, you're more important than the recording. I have the power of pause. It's like, go and see to the bloody dog.
Feelings, because I feel like I've had a good heart through all this, and I've never once wanted to hurt anyone's feelings. I've never wanted to make anybody feel bad. I have never once wanted to make anybody feel like they had to get me something. There is nothing that I cannot eventually get myself. If I show you something in a magazine, or if I tell you about a pair of shoes, I can get those shoes or those earrings on my own. I was just sharing that with you. I just thought we were friends, and I thought that I could show you neat stuff and that maybe you would want them too. I thought that's what this was all about. And I'm really sorry that some people took it that I'm like asking for stuff.
That's what it came across as, though, Lisa. Not, oh, look at these shoes, aren't they great? I think I might buy them. You never added that I might go and get them myself at the end of it. You left it an open thing for people to think, oh, she really likes them shoes, but she can't get them, so I'll get them for her.
You know, I'm not perfect. I am not perfect. I am not fake. You know, my mom, my dad, my brother, my neighbors, a lot of people that know me watch my videos, and I've done it now for a year and a half or so, and if I was fake, it would be kind of hard to hold up the whole fake thing for this long. And I am terrible at correspondence, terrible. If you call and leave me a message, I'm liable to not call you back or call you back a week later. I am just not good at it. I get so many messages, you would not believe it. And I cannot answer them all. And if I try to answer them in a short little message, well, then the person writes me right back and asks me another question, and then they'll ask me another question, and it just gets to the point where I am a full-time mom and wife, and I'm cooking dinner, and I'm...
No, you're not. When were you cooking dinner ever? Somebody tell me, when was she cooking?
doing things, and this is a hobby for me. And yes, I'm a YouTube partner, but I make like $1, $2, $3 a day. It's not enough, you know, to just quit everything I'm doing and answer questions all day. And I've noticed a lot of people will write me, insult me, tell me that I'm, you know, this, that, this is wrong with me, I should do that and this, and then ask me for advice or ask me a question, and then they wonder why I don't write them back. And, you know, I'm not somebody who, you know, I'm not going to argue with anybody. I don't like confrontation, but I am going to take up for myself. And I'm not an angel. I am not the nicest person on YouTube. I am not perfect. I am not trying to be. I am just me. I just wanted to be here and talk about makeup. I just wanted to, if I found something that I loved, I wanted to be able to tell you about it. You know, I wanted to be able to shop, you know, and be able to show you what I got in case you wanted to get it. I don't care if you see what I've got. It's not going to change what I've got. There's no reason for me to show you except to just share with you. And I just think that a lot of that has gotten lost, you know, with people just trying to pick people apart. And I know that it happens to everybody. You know, I hear just terrible things about just all of the sweet people on YouTube, and I know that you just can't do anything right. And you know, I try to just stay away from controversy. And if you'll notice, I don't ever put a big sign that says subscribe, subscribe, or I don't ever put any little things that say thumbs up or 5 stars. I never want you to watch me, rate me, or anything if you don't want to. I'm not about that. I tried to have a contest. I think I've had 2 contests, one at like 500 subscribers. And I was so new, and I think back then I did say thank you for subscribing, and I think I mostly just said that because everybody else did. And then after I thought about it, I didn't like saying it anymore because I wanted you to subscribe because you wanted to. Then the second giveaway, I think, was the brushes, the Sigma brushes. I actually had somebody accuse me of giving those brushes to people. They said that the people that I listed that won didn't exist. and that they weren't real people, and that I had given them to my friends, and that they were disappointed in me. And I did not even give any to my mom. I gave none of those brushes away. I gave away every single set of those brushes except for the one that was sent to me. I didn't keep any for my mom. I didn't keep any for my sister-in-law. I didn't keep any for my friends. I gave them all away. And I made some good friends, like Thelma Lou is one of them that won some of the brushes. And you know, that right there just told me right then that there are going to be people out there that are just going to lie about me and just try to break me down. And so I said, no more. I'm not doing giveaways. I'm not going to do it just for subscribers. I think a lot of the reason...
Was that the reason you decided you weren't going to do giveaways? I remember you saying that you tried doing giveaways and that people didn't contact you. No, you're supposed to contact them. They don't hang on your every word once they've entered a competition.
And people have contests is they want more subscribers. I am not here for subscribers. I'm here to have fun, to make friends, and to talk about makeup. And you know, that's all that's important to me. This is for fun. You know, you really don't know what goes on in the rest of my day, and you don't know what goes on in my head and why I'm saying stuff. You know, I've read where people are ridiculing me for saying what size I wear, and that just baffles me, that somebody would think that I am saying that for someone to send me something. I don't need anybody to send me a pair of pants. I just did that because people ask me how much I weigh. They ask me how tall am I. They ask me, did you get your eyelids done? They ask me, did you get your lips done? What color is your hair? How often do you get your hair done? What kind of skin hair? So I thought I would just say what size it is, so in case people were, you know, wondering, in case you wanted to go get the same thing. I see all kinds of other YouTube people doing stuff like that, saying what size they wear. It's no...
Go and sort the fucking dog out. How do you know that she's not screeching to go out for a wee? And the longer you sit there shouting at a camera, she's going to piss all over the bed.
Big, I'm not trying to pretend I'm somebody I'm not. And I just feel like if you are a girl or a woman like me, then you know that I'm not doing those things to be, you know, mean or selfish or anything like that. This is purely a hobby for me. I have just the best family, and I just sometimes I feel like, you know, I have the best life in the world. And I might not have the car that you want, I might not have the house that you want, I might not have the life that you want, but it's the life, it's everything that I want. And I don't know why you would want to criticize me for that. So I guess the whole message here is I want to keep making YouTube videos because I've made some of the best friends, and some of you are just so special to me. And it's like, I'm just, if I hadn't have done this, I wouldn't have met so many good friends that I have now. But some of you, I just don't understand what I've ever done to you to make you feel this way about me. And I just feel like, you know, women, we should support each other. There is enough things out in the world that are negative, that why would you read through my comments? And I mean, I have people insulting me, leave me an insulting comment, and if I don't write them the perfect thing back, or if I don't answer back, then I am the bad person. And I'm tired of that. And so if you don't like me, or you...
Nobody expects you to reply to an awful comment that's insulting or whatever. But it's when you jump up and down about somebody giving you constructive criticism, or just saying, oh, I preferred whatever, and you take it to heart and get all arsey about it. Or perhaps when I said, please don't vlog and use the please don't vlog in the car, it's unsafe. What did you do? You blocked me. How was that a bad comment? But as soon as Daddy said you shouldn't do that, you stopped doing it, didn't you? Yeah, you didn't block him. That's the problem with a lot of YouTubers. You can't say boo to them. hurts their feelings. They get all upset. Well, just because you've been in a nice little bubble for most of your life and no one's ever said boo to you, welcome to the real world. This is what happens. There's horrible people out there. And then there's people with opinions. And if you can't decipher between the two of them, then that's your problem.
You think I'm fake, or you don't like my life, or you think I'm pathetic, any of those things, I just really wish that you would not watch, because I know that I get on your nerves. I know that I do, and I'm sorry. I cannot make everybody happy, and if I could, I would do it. I would, but I just can't. I cannot be anybody than who I am, and I can't hang on every word wondering if somebody is. It'll be something that I say with love in my heart, and then somebody else turns it around, and it's heartbreaking for me. And so I'm really asking you, if you don't like me, then just please don't watch me, and then nobody will have to worry about anything. I won't be, getting on your nerves or anything. So I feel better. I got that off my chest. But anyway, so please do not message me asking for swaps or to send me anything, because evidently that is just something that makes everybody really mad at me, and I just can't take it anymore. I don't want to have any more criticism about any more swaps or anything. So I appreciate every single thing that I have ever gotten, and most of the time I send something back. It might not be as much as you sent me, just because I can't. I mean, I'm only one person, and I just don't think it's about that. I don't think it's about how much you send, and I just want you to know I appreciate it, and I'm really sorry that, I had to talk like this, because I really hate it, but I just really want everybody to just get along and be happy. And if I say something, don't try. I never mean it in a bad way. Will's playing on his computer. Oh, he's talking about Rapunzel. But and another thing is, I really wish that if you want to criticize me, that you would please not talk about my family. That to me is just the worst thing that you could do. I just really wish that you can say that I have bags under my eyes. You can say that my hair's fried. You can say that I'm old. I look like a hooker. Say whatever you want to about me, but just please don't talk about my children. And that is it. And I hope to be back with a much better video soon. And I hope you guys have a great weekend. Bye-bye.
So this video was 24th of September 2010. And I will tell you when the next one was. And remember, this one was no more swaps and gifts. It's not doing that anymore. I will be back in but a mo. And we're back. And this is the 1st of October 2010. So it's basically just a week after she said, I'm not having any more sweet gifts. Everyone was mean to me.
Hey everyone, it's Lisa, and I am glad to be back today. I guess I can't go too much further without just talking a little bit, and then I do have a haul to show you today. Thank you so much for all of your comments last week. I think that is like a record on how many comments and views and everything I got, and you just don't know what your support means to me, because it just seems like no matter how much good you hear, just a couple of bad things sometimes can just override the good.
And you've just said it there yourself. Why do you let a few people bother you? If it's how you live your life, if you and your husband are happy, if you can afford everything you're buying, blah-de-blah-de-blah, why would you give a flying fuck what a few people say in your comment section? Or wherever. Sorry, someone's going for a shower. It sounds like the whole wall's falling down. She played the hard done to, and then she's back saying, oh, Oh, you were so nice. What did you think people would do? Anyway.
And, you know, it just was wonderful to hear some of your comments and all of your messages and everything. And I was in no way, you know, asking that of you. I just felt like, you know, I just had to say it. And so today I'm going to carry on with the drama, and I promise this will be the last one. A lot of you just kind of just said, well, you know, block and delete, block and delete. And that's what I've always done. Ever since I've ever started making YouTube videos, I've gotten the occasional, you know, and the more subscribers, the more views I got, the more often they are. But I've always gotten, you know, your nose is long, your hair, this, that, your hair's too light, you got bags under your eyes, you look like a rat, you know, just crazy things, you know, transvestite, just, you know, I could go on and on. And
Really? She's the last person I'd say looked like a trans man to woman, would you? I mean, I know everybody thinks Lardy is, but Lisa, that's one. I wouldn't have said that. I mean, those type of comments, you look like a rat, you're a transvestite, said in a horrible manner, you're this, you're that. Yeah, block and delete. Totally agree. But when she says people say your hair's too light, what a lot of people wrote back in the day was, oh, I think, you know, I think, my opinion is I think you'd look better with slightly darker hair. And all she has to say is, thank you, but I prefer it like this. It's when they take offence to silly things that it annoys me. If someone's being an outright twat, then yeah, totally block and delete.
at first they did hurt my feelings, and they always hurt your feelings to an extent, but, you know, block, delete, and you go on with your life. Okay, about, gosh, I'd have to say about probably 2 months ago, somebody told me about this site called Guru Gossip, and it has a section in it called Trash a Guru.
I always thought that was a horrible section. You know, it's basically saying come here and slag them off. It could have been better worded. You know, chat about a guru or something. I never understood the guru thing either. Who called themselves a guru? When did that start? Oh, I'm sorry, you're looking up her nose.
And it's hard to believe that this is even like an issue with me, because it's just so immature and so stupid. But anyway, and I, of course, had a little page on Trash a Guru. And I think the first sentence is, what do you think about the situation with her and her husband? Seems kind of strange. Which cracked me up, because I cannot see how my situation is strange. I'm a mom with 2 kids that stays home with her kids, and her husband goes to work. So when I first read that, I thought, you know, I just laughed it off. I thought it was ridiculous. And then I thought, you know, that's pretty cool. I've made it, you know, I'm getting trashed. That's kind of like, you know, I figured, what is it, the haters make you famous? I thought, you know, that's pretty cool. So then, you know, every once in a while, somebody would tell me something else was on it, and
they're great friends, aren't they? Go and look on Trash a Guru. They've said this week. Why do people do that? Do they really think she wants to go and look? I would genuinely say at the beginning someone did tell her about it. But after that, I don't think they did. It's like Lardy saying, oh, I never read there. Somebody comes and tells me. Yeah, whatever.
then I think when it first started really bothering me is that precious video that I did where Will said I looked beautiful and that I needed to be on a poster. And they said that I looked at him really mean and that I was mean to him. And I remember that's when it really hurt my feelings and it really bothered me. But when
my memory of that video, I'd need to go back and watch it again. But I do actually remember him saying that, which I thought sounded so cute, his little voice. But I did think at the time, and no, I wasn't writing on her page then. Or was I? I don't think so. Anyway, I remember thinking that she looked irritated by him. Not that she looked at him mean, that he was interrupting her in the middle of doing her video and she can't keep a thought for 25 seconds and she looked irritated by it. Do you know what I mean? Like, why couldn't you have told me that before I turned the camera on or whatever? And it's like, at the time I was thinking, well, you can edit it out if you want to. But she didn't, because he said she looked like a princess or something and she should be on a poster or whatever it was he said. She wanted to keep that in because she wanted to show that her son thinks she's amazing, but then she didn't want anyone commenting on how she reacted to what he said or how she looked at him. I think I might see if I can find that video and then we can have a look at it and see what we think. But I do remember thinking at the time that she was irritated by him, that, you know, she was like chivying him along to hurry up and say what it was he wanted to say so that she could get on with her video. But I could be wrong.
I think, everybody realized that what I value most in this world is my family. And then I also really value my integrity. And I am not a perfect person. I have done some things that when I look back at now, I wish I wouldn't have done. I have put importance on some things that I wish I hadn't, and then not done some other things I wish that I have. And I'm sure we could all say that. But
no, I'm perfect. No, I'm joking.
Now I think I'm up to 12 pages of pure hate about me. I tried and tried to read one person, girl, of course there's no picture, not even their real name.
No, who's going to go on a gossip forum apart from me and put their real name on there? That's the point. That you can talk to other like-minded people, but that nobody knows who you are. And if we hadn't all, well, most of us hadn't been fucking blocked for silly reasons, we wouldn't be over there talking about you. We'd be commenting on your videos. 12 pages of pure hate. I might have to go back and look at that as well. Because a lot of the time, it's just people saying, those shoes with that dress look silly. Well, all she has to turn around and say is, well, fuck you, they're the shoes I'm wearing with that dress. Do you know what I mean? Because it's these people, they've been mollycoddled and pampered their entire life, and they cannot take somebody saying that they're not perfect. If somebody said, oh, I wouldn't have worn those earrings with that outfit, she'd probably get a fucking face on. Do you know what I mean? It's like, yeah, you look like a rat. I think you're this, I think you're that. Yeah, block them. But maybe listen or engage with the other comments. Talk to the people.
But yet they are going to tell me how ugly I am, what a terrible person, call me the C word, a bitch, just pure hatred in these words. To people that have never met me, do not know me. And
I don't ever remember seeing anyone call her the C word. Ever. I know I haven't read her page in a few years, but back then, I don't think anybody called her that. I could be wrong.
And that is just, I've never been attacked like that. I mean, maybe I've led a sheltered life. I think it's obvious that I'm a pleaser. I always have been. My mom said when I was a child, and I can remember doing whatever it took to make whoever it was happy.
It's obvious I'm a pleaser. How is it? All we see is you go out every week, buy a load of stuff for yourself, show us what you've bought, tell us about the wonderful week you've had, and how you're going out to eat dinner. How does that make you a pleaser?
My entire life, that's just how I am. And so I've always been drawn to strong people, leaders. John is a leader. Gina, Love, Peace, and Lip Gloss, she's a strong person, and I'm drawn to her because in this world we can't all be leaders, and we can't all be big and bad, and and I'm just not like that. I just can't help it, and I'm 40 years old. It's too late to change. I'm not going to change. And so, Bridget's down here. Um, so I think, they probably keyed right in on how to hurt me. And it did. It does hurt me.
Now she's making that sound like people deliberately wanted to hurt her. See, that's what narcs do. Oh, these horrible people, they zoned in on what had upset me and they said that. No, they commented about your son being in the video. Had you not had your son in the video, they wouldn't have commented on him, would they? So how can they have... Do you know what I mean? It's like you're putting way too much importance on yourself and thinking that people are sat there all night thinking of ways to upset you. A throwaway comment about she looked mean. You know you weren't mean. Fuck whoever that was that said it. Why should it upset you? It wouldn't upset me. I know how I treat my children. You know how you treat your children. The only reason that'd upset you is if in the back of your mind you thought, yeah, maybe I was a bit abrupt with him, and then somebody else noticed it, and then you didn't like it. But like I said, I might actually go back. Guru gossip was a pain in the hole. It used to crash all the time. I might go back and see if it's still there and find the early pages of Lisa and see if they did actually call her the C word and what they said about Will, and I'll see if I can find that video as well. And then we've got all the facts, haven't we?
It hurts me every time I read it. I can't help it. And my husband just laughs at it and he says, tell him to blow it up. Tell him to run it up to 20 pages. He just thinks it's hilarious. But anyway, what I was getting to is this person, Ad Kitty and Chloe B, they are claiming, I read and read through the pages and I could not figure out what they're accusing me of. They're accusing me of, one, taking advantage of poor innocent people that sent me gifts. They're accusing me of begging for gifts, exploiting my birthday. They have criticized the way I like to open Christmas presents because they said I like all the attention on me, when the whole point was I like to watch other people open their Christmas presents.
Whatever about whether she did or she didn't, I agree with her when she said that she likes everybody to open their presents one by one. And that's what I used to do when the kids were little. And she said she went to John's house or somewhere else and everyone just dived in and ripped things and she thought it was madness. And it's like, I do actually agree with her there. I used to love sitting down and like, my son would open a present, then my daughter would, then my son would, then blah, blah, blah. Because we couldn't just let him open all of his or her open all of hers at the same time. Otherwise, we'd be there till the next Christmas. And then I'd watch my husband open his and he'd watch me open mine. And it was fun because we wanted to see the reaction to the presents. Whereas a lot of people, it's like a whistle goes off, the kids come bounding down the stairs and then all you can see is arms, legs and paper. And then 20 minutes later they're sat on the floor holding something and you're like, well, did you like your present? So if that made it sound like she wanted the attention on her, I don't think that's what she actually meant. So I will stand up for her there.
Anyway, I will try not to get off on these things, but anyway, they are saying that I have done something to somebody. I don't know if they're trying to say that they think I sold something in my sale that somebody gave me. I did not. I happen to have right over there, I just went through them the other day, I have every single PayPal invoice with written on it what I sold, and I did not sell one thing that anybody gave me. Then I think I was trying to go through all the crazy talk and see, and then I think they said that they sent me something, and that I said I bought it, which, I mean, how stupid is that? Why would I do that? Why? I've never once been sitting here trying to impress you with what I've bought. I mean, I've been sharing it with you so you could get it too. There are so many people on here that get just as much stuff as I do, or more.
Who? I've never seen anybody get a box of goodies like you got from Rhonda. Who? PR? Maybe. Gifts from people? No. You were the original sweet gift lady.
I'm not the only one. Look at how many other girls have Louis Vuitton bags and Coach bags and way more expensive stuff than I do. You know, I don't even care. That's the thing. I'm not a competitive person. I never have been. I've always been very secure with what I like. And I've always liked, you know, kind of different stuff that other people have. And so that doesn't really bother me. But so, I mean, a lot of the stuff is just plain, it's laughable. It's just stupid. And they sound like just, I hate to say this, but they sound just like idiots talking. And one of them on there says they have children. And how sad is that, that somebody's mom is talking that way?
You have children. It's people your age having a conversation. All right, if there's people on there ripping you apart for no good reason, then fair enough. But mainly, it was there for people who thought, that's a bit fucking weird, and then they went to find other people that thought it was weird as well. They make me laugh when they do that. Somebody's mother. People have children at age 16. That doesn't mean anything. It's just people talking. What's that being a mother got to do with it? Oh, because they're not setting a good example to their children. But they don't tell their children they're on there, do they? It's do as I say, not as I do. You should know that.
So anyway, I'm just rambling here. I don't know what I'll have to edit out. But this really, really, really has brought my attention to cyberbullying. And that's something I never really have thought of, because when I grew up, there was just regular bullies. There wasn't the...
And another thing, if you go and read it, that's your problem. It's over there in the corner on the internet. And have you not heard that saying, what people think about you is none of your business? You shouldn't go and read it. Do you I know I would. Do as I say, not as I do. If I had a thread, I'd have to go and read it. I'm sorry. I'd interact. I'd be there talking to them all. So what do you think? Shit? Oh, right. Okay.
Internet and everything. And so I have already had a talk with Brooke about it, because I have realized, you know, there are children that hang themselves, kill themselves over this. And certainly I've never been that upset over it, but to a child who doesn't know, you know, this will pass. Sorry, that was Gina. She always calls when I'm making a video. But so anyway, where was I? Anyway, I just cyberbullying. Really, it's really something that needs to be in your mind, parents. If you have a children like I do, I don't know what we're going to do about it, but I feel like, you know, maybe this was a way for me to, you know, realize a lot of different things, because, you know, those girls or guys, whoever it is writing on that, you know, this I think is just fun to them, and they don't realize what an impact it has on other people. And, you know, that I think that's how children are too. And so I'm going to get off that subject because it'll make me cry. I did not intend on making any more videos. As you can see, I've got a sweatshirt on today. I have been rained on. We have had, my kids have been out of school Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. We have had so much rain. Said, when you get home, you're going to get this video. And she said, you're going to love it. And it's by a lady. Her YouTube name is PSJ Life. And I don't know what it's a hilarious video. And it's so neat because she tells it just like it is. And it's almost like...
Well, don't give anyone a clue what it's called, will you?
Like, when she said it, it just hit home with me. And I just came right home, and I got my little bit of junk from this week, and I'm going to show you what I got. And I'm not going to worry about what anybody thinks. They can say whatever they want. I'm here. I'm setting the record straight now. I have never stolen, begged, swapped. To my knowledge, I have never done anything to anybody wrong. I have never accepted anything. I have never sold anything. I have never told you I bought something I didn't. I want to clear the record now that no matter what you read about me, I will never, ever cheat, lie, steal in any way. And if you don't believe anything else, you can believe that I will never ever do anything. I will never write anything to hurt anybody. I will never do anything to hurt any of you. And nothing I say or do, if I accidentally offend you, if I accidentally just say the wrong thing, like I don't have to work, I know that offends some people, I don't mean it that way. And the unfortunate thing is that after reading that stuff, it makes you, and that's what I hate, it almost makes you bitter inside. It makes you, your natural instincts put you on the defensive, and it makes you feel like, well, I don't have to work. And I don't feel that way. I'm not going to explain everything I do. I'm over that. I'm not explaining who I give things to. I'm not explaining who I get things from. Now, I will say I'm not accepting any gifts or anything from anybody. So if you message me and I don't know you, please don't be offended, but I'm sorry. I've had to look at things different now, and I'm scared to take anything from anybody because I didn't know people like this existed. And on that website, they threatened to give my address, and then they talked about how stupid I was and what a terrible mom I was for giving out my address. Well, you know what? That was dumb of me. That was. It was really dumb of me, and I feel bad about it. And there's nothing I can do about it now. And, you know, I've had a P.O. box now for, gosh, over a year. Well, then they said somebody could wait for me at the post office and follow me home. I mean, that's the kind of stuff I've had to think about.
Who said that? Really?
And I never in a million years dreamed this would happen to me. I figured if I didn't do anything to anybody, nobody would do this to me. And, you know, you can say I'm sitting here acting like poor, pitiful Lisa or whatever. This is me. If I'm poor and pitiful, that's it. If I'm, you know, whatever. I'm just not, if you don't like me, unsubscribe. You know, if you want to watch me just so you can pick me apart, have at it. I mean, let's just make those pages go right on up to 100. I'm not going to worry about it anymore because I feel like those good people out there are going to see the good in me. And I'm not here for subscribers. I'm not here, you know, I'm here for the people that are here for the same reason I am. And if you're just here to tear me apart, then I'm sure there is a lot to pick on. I've got a big butt, and I've got some fat legs and some, I mean, whatever you want to say. I'm 40 years old, and, you know, I guarantee you when a lot of these other little girls get to be 40 years old, they'll understand. And, you know, I wouldn't get on here with no makeup on and do the things that I do if I was trying to present a front. I do it because, you know, I think to myself when I go on here without any makeup, I think, gosh, you know, I'm really exposing myself looking rough. But then I think I don't care because I would rather you see how this makeup works. I would rather you see that I am doing it for you, and I'm doing it for the right reasons. I'm not on here just to say, look at me.
I'm doing it for you. You're not, though, are you? Maybe back at the start. I don't know.
You know, I want to show you what works and what doesn't. I know it's not like a big community service thing or anything, but it's a hobby.
The hell? Shut up.
It's a hobby. I don't play tennis. I don't play bunco. I don't go out with girlfriends. I don't.
What's bunco? Is that rude? In the UK, people having sexual relations is called having a bunk up. So, what's bunco when it's at home?
Don't do all the things that a lot of other women do. This is what I do. I was shopping way before YouTube was invented, and I'll be shopping way after I'm off of YouTube.
Told you, folks. So then she's turned it from I'm shopping anyway into I'm doing this for you.
So that doesn't, you're not going to keep me from shopping. So I think I've said everything. So I didn't want to mention that website in my last video because I thought, you know, they don't deserve it. But here again, somebody that had been subscribed to me for over a year tricked me that night, and they left a comment about this website on my video, and so I deleted it. And I was nice enough, I was worried about them being upset that I deleted their comment, so I wrote them a note to tell them why I was upset and why I removed their comment. And of course, by the next morning it was posted on that hate site. So Cool Blue Swim, I believe, was their name. So if any of you, you know, come across that name, of course now all they can do is change their name, but that's just what, you know, we've got to deal with. And, you know, I'll be honest with you, you may not ever see another video from me. If I can't take it, I can't take it. So I'm going to just do it as long as it's fun to me. But PSJ Life, I don't know what it is. Her video just sparked something in me. I don't know what it was. I felt like she has just been sent to me to make me feel better. And so I am about to show you my haul, complete with a sweet gift from Junebug. And her name is Joan, and she sent me...
I thought you weren't accepting any more sweet gifts. Now what? What's that? Clanking. Oh, the joy.
Me a gift, and I got it today. And she lives in Alaska, I think. And I got it today when I went to my post office. I hadn't been to my post office box in, gosh, all week because it had been raining so hard. And she sent my children gifts, which they will be stoked about. What are you doing, Bridget? Oh, she hears this and she wants it. She went to, I think, Vegas to a, look how everything's in Halloween, and went to a Bare Minerals boutique and sent me a sample, took the time to send me a sample of all the minerals she got. And she also got some of the liners, and I've only got that. I've got 2 liners that Stacy, and her YouTube name is the Jules123, and you guys will love her too. So,
it's not me, no. I never got a shout out from anyone big when I was trying to make a channel back in the day. Probably because I didn't send them a load of stuff, huh?
I'll put everybody that I mentioned, their links there in the bottom. She sent me all of the samples that she got, and she sent me some liners because all I had was the bark and the hottie that I love them. But she sent me like cultured pearl, gilded taupe, and I'm so excited to use them. I started off with Celestine today, passionate plum, and her letter said that some of them might be darker than I'm used to, but I love the dark colors, especially in the oh yeah, this is the Midnight Sky. That's one of the liners. But I love the dark colors in the winter because I like dark colors on my eyes, sugar plum, and light lips. And I'm getting back into peachy lips. TLC, I think that's a liner. And she wrote me a note and told me about all this. Soul Sister and Opal. Yeah, I've been wanting to try that one. So she sent me all of these and took the time to do it. And I've done this before, and it does take time. And I always appreciate anything anybody sends me because I know how it is to go to the post office every day and you know, I get randomly want to pack stuff up. So thank you, and Will and Brooke will appreciate this so much. They love surprises. And then let's see, the big thing I got this week, last weekend John took me to pick out a new phone, and I'm going to show it to you. It's so pretty. It has the prettiest little page. It's like the ocean.
Wow, isn't that tiny compared to them now? Not that I've ever had an iPhone, but they started off really... My husband's got an old iPhone. I never wanted a phone. What was I going to do with a phone in here? But it ended up I had to get one, because anytime I bought something, they needed to send me a code, and so they used to send it to him, and then he'd have to shout up the stairs and da-da-da-da-da. So I got a phone, and that's all I use it for. Got it off of QVC ages ago. But it's like, I love watching how the iPhones get bigger and bigger and bigger. The only reason I want an iPhone is you can get really nice cases and stuff for them, and it's like, unless everyone assumes that you've got an iPhone when you've got a phone, and it's like, QVC assuming everyone's got a fucking conservatory and a dishwasher. It's really annoying. Anyway.
And it is a, they were advertising it, matter of fact, on the top of YouTube last weekend. It's a Samsung Fascinate.
Oh, I thought it was an iPhone. There you go. Shows what I know about phones.
And it's a lot like the iPhone. We've spent the whole day looking. We looked at the iPhone, I looked at the BlackBerry Torch, and then Brooke got a new phone. She got the LG Chocolate. And then John got the, I think it's something incredible. I can't remember what the thing is, but I picked this because I liked that it was big, kind of like the iPhone, because it's real easy to hit the buttons. And this is the first time I've had a phone with like internet access and stuff. And it's just great, and I love it. And I'm still, and that's the cover that I picked out, and I'm still working on, you know, figuring out all the buttons and stuff. So that's the first thing that I got this week.
It always takes her forever to figure out things with buttons. It's like you'd think by now she'd know how to use all these things, but she doesn't.
And then last Friday I went, and this is what I had on in my last video, because I'm sure you could tell I did those videos in the same day, and I did my haul in the morning, and then I did my other video, I'm Not Perfect, in the afternoon. And I had on this lipstick, and it's one of the MAC long-lasting lipsticks, and this one I will probably never be able to tell you what the name of it is. I'll put an annotation up here, but they're really nice. This one is especially pretty with a pink or a peachy gloss over it to get that peachy pink look.
Where's the annotation?
So got that, and I looked at everything else. I didn't really care for anything else. What you got, Bridget? Oh goodness, she's over there eating something. It was probably a toy.
Get up and go and see what it is. Because didn't she end up eating hair ties or something in Brooke's room, and they had to go and... Did they have an operation on her or something? But yeah, if you think she's eating something she shouldn't, maybe go check.
Bridget. I have to make sure she doesn't get those silly bands, because my kids have those silly bands everywhere, and I'm scared to death Bridget's going to get choked on one. But anyway, where was I? This has been the most random video. Forgive me. Matter of fact, I'm going to get something to drink. So
I thought you only used styrofoam cups. That wasn't styrofoam.
I was talking about that collection. So I think that's all I got last Friday. I don't think I hardly spent any money. And then...
Wow, there's a first. Oh, apart from the week you only spent 48 cents.
And earlier in the week, I went to, before it started raining, I went to Victoria's Secret, and they had a whole rack of these. I love these kind of sweatpants that are like they're slim, and they've got the little gathers, and and that one has pink on the butt. And I probably would not, they're regularly like $40, and
wow.
I probably would not have ever spent that much, but they were on sale for $20. So if you might want to go check out your Victoria's Secret.
Isn't it funny how times have changed? How she wouldn't spend $40 on a pair of Victoria's Secret sweatpants, and now she'd spend that amount of money on a lipstick and not think twice.
And these just have the Love Pink, and they're white, and they are so soft. I mean, they are like a baby's blanket soft. And then I got this sweatshirt that I've got on, that has the little doggy on it, and it was on sale for $19.99. And then I went to Target and ended up getting a few things. I got this on one of the sale racks, and it's just like a long white big t-shirt, probably one of those that, you know, you wear with leggings, and it probably hangs off the side. Matter of fact, I got a large because I wanted it to be plenty long enough. And
make you laugh, didn't she? Oh, I didn't spend much money, and then she starts going through a litany of clothes she bought.
Looks like I've already taken the tag off of it, but it was like on clearance for like $4 and something. And then they had leggings. I have one pair on now, and then they had these. The one thing I didn't notice though when I got them is their capris. I don't know if they had the long length, but they were $5 a piece. So I had grabbed 2 pair, and I'm just going to keep these because I like the capri
Pairs.
ones too, especially for the spring and the fall. So got 2 pair of those, and then the flannel shirts. That's kind of like a funny thing for me because my granddaddy, when I was little, we used to go to my grandparents' house all the time, and he always had on a flannel shirt. And when I was little, I used to joke and say we're the flannel shirt family because everybody just kind of, it's like a little jacket that you wear in the house. So I went and got a flannel shirt from Target, and I got this one because I thought I had gotten the black and white one, but now I remember I got the blue one because I've been really liking blue, and I thought this would look good with leggings and my Uggs. And so I got that, and it was like $15. And then I got these off of the clearance. They're
Then I got, and then I got, and then I got, and then I got, but I didn't spend any money on Friday, but then I got, and then I got, and then I got, and then I got.
the footless tights, and they were $4.90, and they even have the little zipper at the bottom. And I thought these would look good with my little booty, the little Kenneth Cole booties that I have. They're like little short boots. So I got that, and then, let's see, is that all I've gotten this week?
Is that all? This is when, see, it's throwaway lines like that, Lisa, that'll piss people off. Is that all I got? Some people don't get that for Christmas.
And then today, I have been loving, I don't know if I'm going to get around to doing a favorites video because I've been so flustered lately and upset. I'm going to go ahead and say it. You can make fun of me for it. But I don't know if I'll do a favorites, but I have been just loving the Bare Lip Fusion and my Buxom lip glosses. And the one I've been liking a lot is the Leslie from the Lisa and Leslie collection. Because I go through phases, and I'm sure all of you do, where you like nudes, then you like pinks, and then you like peaches. Well, now I'm on to peachy colors. I think I look better in peachy colors. So today I ran into Ulta, and I got Destiny.
So, where are we in this one? October. You think you look better in peach, and then 2 months later you're drowning in pink. She goes from one phase to the other. It's like Lardy as well. They obsess over things, and then they have to have 9 million of the thing that they're obsessing over. It's just insane.
And Destiny's pretty hot there, and it is a beautiful color. I've got it on now. Let me see if I can put on some more in the... And I love it. I hope you can see it. It's late here, and it's rainy, and it's been dark all day. But I love these. I almost feel like they're just good for your lips. So that is my haul. I do want to do a video on this Vi-Peel. I started my Obagi last night with the retinol, so my skin is probably not going to be looking good for a while, because with Obagi, I don't know if anybody's been through it or not, but you go through like a bad phase, like about a good 4 to 6 weeks of bad before you get to the good. And what that does is it is sloughing off all those, it's, you know, making your skin cells come on, you know, slough off all the bad ones, and it's also making them regenerate and everything, and sometimes it makes your face red, so I might not be looking too good for a while. But that's the beauty of it, because if we're all friends, it doesn't matter. And I'm starting...
Doesn't. It's D-O-E-S, not D-O-E-D-N-T.
to get that now, and like I said, this might have all happened for a good reason. So if you want to, you can go check out that site, and you will know exactly what I've been talking about. And it's ridiculous. I mean, you'll see how they argue with each other, and really, you know, and I hate to say this, but I really feel sorry for anybody that is that unhappy. And I don't think
Why do they always do that? It's like they learn it all at narc school. What she's saying, Lardy said. Cynthia Beaumont said. They must be so unhappy with their life. They go in for 5 minutes, chat to a few other people about something, and then get on with their day. Why does that automatically mean they're having a bad life, or they're miserable, or they're unhappy? It doesn't. If you were into fish and you went on a fish forum talking about fish, would people say you had an unhappy life? Just because people are discussing other people.
I've ever been that unhappy that I would lash out at someone else, but I know that I've lived a pretty good life, and I just really think that all of us have the equal opportunity to happiness in this country, and
No. Lisa, no. People don't always have an equal opportunity to fucking anything. Wow. You live in fucking cloud cuckoo land. People through no fault of their own end up with life-ending diseases. People through no fault of their own lose their significant other in a car crash or a fucking stupid mass shooting that you have over there. Who? What? Everybody had... No. No, they don't. Fate, my dear, puts you in the path that you're going. And if you have a lucky life, you have a lucky life. It's like when people say, oh, if I can do that, you can. No! You climbed up a wall with only using your arms. Yeah, well, someone with no arms can't do that. So fuck off. It just really pisses me off when people say stuff like that. Everyone's got an... No. I met my husband and got married. We had a baby boy. My husband was working for a big company who then sold the place to somebody else, and they halved the staff. So he was let go. And because we didn't speak Welsh, we couldn't get jobs up there because you had to speak Welsh. It was North Wales. It was their rules. So his brother said, oh, there's loads of jobs in the factory I'm in. Why don't you come back home? So we came back to his hometown. He got a job in a factory, and within, 8 months maybe, he broke his back. We'd put in to buy the house. Couldn't stop it at that stage, so we had to fucking live off fresh air while we were paying a mortgage, while he had no job and got no sick pay because they said, oh, well, we assume everyone's going to sue us. Well, maybe if you had fucking health and safety there, people wouldn't be suing you. But I bought this house with the intention of it being a stepping stone to something better. Then he broke his back. I got fibromyalgia. Things went down the toilet, and here we are, stuck. Was that any fault of ours? No. Did I try to make a better life for my family? Yes. How dare you sit there and say everyone's got an equal thing? No! Life isn't equal. Life isn't fair. Some people have a great life, some have a shit one. And you wonder why people get pissed off with you. Oh, if I upset you, I didn't mean to. Think about what you're fucking saying before you say it, maybe. So now we're stuck in this house. Neither of us are working. Get abuse from people. When we moved here for work, we could have stayed where we were, beside the sea, and had a lovely life. But I wanted better for us than being on the dole. Some people can try and try and try, and everything turns up shit. Well, dumb as fucking rocks.
I don't work, but you know, I did work before I met John, and I did other things that I think that young girls, I know one of the comments that has hurt me the worst was somebody said I need to think about what example I'm setting for young girls. And that really bothered me because I'm a good person and I'm a good mom and I'm a good wife. I mean, when my husband gets home, I'm glad to see him. I ask him how his day is. You know, I fix him a drink, I have dinner ready. And
Most wives do that, Lisa. You're not getting a chocolate womble. Sorry, no.
you know, and therefore he treats me good too. And we have a wonderful home and wonderful children. And, you know, we have worked hard. John
We've worked hard. Lots of people work hard, Lisa. Lots.
has worked hard to be where he is at his job. And I worked hard at being a respectable girl and being the kind of person that a man like John would even want. And that is the goal or the example I'm setting for young girls, that you can be whatever you want. You can be a pilot, a surgeon, a nurse, a teacher. We need them all. They're equally important. But a good mother is right there with it. And if, you know, I have a lot of makeup, which I don't think I have any more than any other person here on YouTube. That's what baffles me a lot, is, you know, if you work hard and you are a good person and you keep yourself respectable and you find a good man, and I'm not talking rich, I'm talking about a good man who...
I just want to punch her now. I really want to punch that smug fucking smirk off her face. Wow. If you do, and if you, and if you can get a good man. Not everybody wants a good man. Lots of people are quite happy on their own, living their own life, making their own living. They don't need a man. But that everyone's got the same chance. No, they don't. I don't care what you say. Everybody does not have the same chance in life.
Who has good work ethic, who, you know, doesn't abuse anybody, you know, and you don't spend your time writing bad stuff about people on guru gossip, then you might get a sweet gift. But if you are the kind of girl or the kind of person that spends your time hating people and writing stuff...
Oh, fuck off. Really?
And running people just down, then you are not going to get a good man and you are not going to get sweet gifts. So that
Fuck you, Lisa. Fuck you.
is my thought for the day. Thank you to everybody. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I love you all. I do. And the thought of never talking to you again really upset me bad. So I'm hoping I can keep strong, and I appreciate every one of you. And I hope you have a great weekend. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Ooh, you were doing really well till the last bit. Ugh. Right, I'm done. I need to go and watch Cats. If you made it to the end with me, thank you very much. And I will catch you in the next one. Bye.